Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XVS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about the banner which gonna come on this week. So I thought we gonna get anniversary banner this week, but yes, of course it won't be because the announcement only come on Friday, so it's not possible. Instead, we get Final Fantasy Brave XVS banner. Okay, this banner should come before Dragon Quest dies, so I can totally understand why maybe some units may be a little bit underwhelming. Okay, let's start with Yshe or whatever. Okay, so I can say she is like Emperor. Okay, she is the starter of Ice meta, but the problem is the Ice Imperial only 145%. Yes, I know it is still the best Ice Imperial you can get at this point, but yes, you only get 10% better Imperial because before it is 135% Ice Imperial. Okay, it is not huge jump like Wind Element. Okay, so Wind Element it's kind of insane for Emperor, but for Yshe I can say kind of underwhelming, and her breaks are also kind of bad. Okay, because her SLB only break 87% defense and spirit and 85% attack magic. For Emperor, like you know that he break 89% spirit. Okay, trust me, 2% are huge. Okay, but the good thing about this Yshe is her STMR. Okay, actually I don't know whether he or she, but because the sprite look like women, that's why I called her. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really sorry. Okay, and yes, I think her STMR is really good, especially if you plan to get Kall. Okay, because Kall is really good. Okay, I will talk about that later, but yes, like I said, she should be released before Dragon Quest died. I think that's the reason why her Ice Imperial only 145%, but yes, that's for her. Like it or not, she is the best Ice Imperial you can get at this point. I mean, after maintenance. Okay. And let's talk about the next character, Kall. So talking about Kall, I can say that he is kind of similar to Baron normal form. Okay, because same as Baron, Kall is also powerful Ice Fix hybrid finisher. And yes, the best part is he has higher damage modifier than Baron. Like you remember that Baron limit burst normal form, okay? He deals 1,600 times, right? But for Kall, he deals 1,950. Okay, so 350 times higher than Baron. But again, the problem is like usual. He is SLB character, so unlike Baron who can unleash his limit burst on the first turn, you need to wait, okay, until his SLB ready. And other than SLB, he also very strong in terms of finishing using magic. Okay, so I can say that it's kind of combination of Baron, because if you remember, Baron Brave Shift is focused on magic attack. But yes, this Kall also has very strong magic attack, but again, the same thing happen. You need to wait for 4 turns because to deal lots of damage using the magic attack, okay, he needs to have STMR, and the ability on the STMR only available starting from the 4th turn. Okay, so like it or not, you need to wait 4 turns and then cast it, and finally on the next turn you finally can cast Quad Black Magic, which can deal like 3,000 damage in total. So yes, I can say very powerful. I'm not sure which one more powerful, Baron or him, but yeah, that will be covered later on his review video based on the damage modifier. Okay, but yes, I can say he is very powerful. But again, if you want to focus on his limit burst, that means you want to equip Yshe STMR, because each STMR gives him 500 attack and magic, which gonna improve his hybrid damage. But if you want to focus on being magic finisher, then you don't need Yshe STMR, but you need his own STMR because it can be used to boost your ice magic damage. Okay, so yeah, I can say kind of expensive and slow to use, but very powerful ice finisher you can use. Okay, and finally the next and the last Neo Vision on this banner, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Ilmatalle or whatever. Okay, so basically this girl, she is special. Okay, finally someone that can do something much better than global exclusive, and that is killers. Okay, I know that global exclusive is really good because let's say White Dragon Link, she is still usable even until today. Okay, very old unit, amazing. It is because of her killers. 150% to all allies, but this time you will hit 150% killers because you can get 250% killers, and this time you can give plant, stone, machine killer. And yes, you can only give it to one ally, which is kind of downing, but again, if you give it to your finisher, then the boost gonna be huge. And yes, I can say that yes, in the future we will get another similar character with 250% to different enemies type. It is simply my prediction, but I believe it will happen, okay, because she only covered 3 killers, which means there are still lots of enemies type to cover. Good job, Gumi, okay, yeah, I don't know what to say. I kind of hate this type of unit, okay. It is sarcasm if you don't know. And she able to give your party 35% ice damage boost. So basically, these 3 Neo Vision are really good when combined together because their main element is ice. Okay, she can give your party 35% ice damage boost, but too bad in this department you have better option because if you remember Roberta Ignitos, they can give your party 45% ice damage boost. Okay, so basically the reason for you to get this Ilmatalle or whatever, okay, is for the 250% killers. Okay, and I can say that her Trust Mastery Word and STMR are also pretty good for your support or healer, but barrier, that's not that useful. 150% killers, that's good, but again, not that amazing. So yeah, it's good and bad at the same time, okay. And just a quick info here, to cast her killer 250% you need 400 MP and you can only double cast. So basically you can only give killer to 2 characters per turn. Okay, so pay attention when building your party with that, but again that will be talked on the review video. And finally we get NVA unit Cid. Yes, Cid finally get his NVA awakening, and yes, he is supposed to be out before Final Fantasy 2 banners, but on the global he is out after Ricard. So it is obvious he gonna be useless. Why? Because first, he is also locked to wind element, so the same element as Ricard. And like you know that to maximize Dragoon attack, you need to have Ricard. So basically, he is really useless NVA. Except of course, you want to use him without Ricard, STMR, and Vision card. Yes, he is still quite powerful because he still has like 200 times jump damage modifier, which is about the same as Dragoon Kain. Okay, so not that bad, but again, if you want to max him, you need to have Ricard, who is the same element as him. Okay, so really I cannot say he is bad or good. Okay, I have explained that. Okay, and I can say his normal form is kinda useless. Okay, so unless I miss something, you only use him for Brave Shift form. but that's okay, I guess. Okay, so those are all the characters. Now the final question, should you summon? Yes, you should summon if you are ice metal lovers. Remember that previous week we just got wind. This time, ice. Okay, so if you love it, then this banner is really good because basically all three characters focus on ice attacks. But for me, if you really love greatest imperil that you can have, I will pick Wind Imperil, which means I'm gonna focus on Emperor banner, which already happened, okay, which is still a Fable 2. Okay, I will focus on that, and I think it's better to wait for other elements which has better imperil. Okay, Imperil has set the boundary, I mean not the boundary, the threshold, okay, the base of imperil 160%. So I think if we get less than 160%, I can say that it's not that tempting. That's the reason I say you don't need to put on this banner, except you want that 250% killers. Okay, so the reason is only for 250% killers, because Ice Imperil is not that great. That's my thought. Okay, it's up to you what you want to do with your lapis. But again, let me remind you, anniversary gonna come on this next week. I believe next week, okay, because yes, this week we don't get Clash of Wheels. So yes, like usual, once per month we get Clash of Wheels. So it will be on next week, because next week is the last week of June. So we definitely gonna get global exclusive anniversary unit. And I believe it's better to focus on that unit. It's unthinkable they're gonna make bad unit for anniversary, okay? Prepare for broken unit, okay? So save your lapis. And yes, good luck. And if you still insist to pull, this banner is kind of cheap, only 36,000 lapis for safety net, but that's for reason. Okay, I believe they know, oh, more players gonna choose Emperor over this, okay? Prefer wind than ice, but yes, I believe you are agree with me, okay? So yep, I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave X videos guide. Bye bye guys!